Welcome to Hong Kong Brief. The content of the briefing includes: Li Ka-shing-backed WeLab launches digital bank in Indonesia. Chinese banks maintain lending rates after PBOC policy rate hold. History shows Taiwan dollar can ride election sentiment swings. Alibaba shock move casts fresh pall over China tech. Hong Kong's UGVest sees more demand for climate risk products, services. Li Ka-shing-backed WeLab launches digital bank in Indonesia. Bloomberg. WeLab Ltd, backed by investors including Li Ka-shing and Astra International, is launching a digital bank called Bank Saku in Indonesia to target the young and fast-growing economy. The bank, a joint venture with Astra, is aimed at the younger generation and solopreneurs, such as small business owners and freelancers. WeLab's expansion into Indonesia is part of its ambitions to grow in the Asia region, following the launch of a digital bank in Hong Kong in 2020. The company aims to reach 500 million users by 2032. Bank Saku estimates that 1 in 3 Indonesians will have multiple side gigs by 2030, making the solopreneur segment a fast-growing market. The bank allows customers to open up to 20 accounts and plans to roll out lending and fee income products in 2024. WeLab is also cooperating with HSBC Holdings plc to develop digital offerings in Malaysia. In Hong Kong, WeLab Bank reported a loss during the first half but aims to achieve profitability in 2024 or 2025. The company, classified as a unicorn, filed for a Hong Kong IPO application in 2018 but is still considering an IPO due to market conditions. Chinese banks maintain lending rates after PBOC policy rate hold. Bloomberg. China's commercial lenders have kept their benchmark lending rates unchanged, following the central bank's decision to maintain policy rates to support stimulus spending. The one-year loan prime rate was kept at 3.45%, while the 5-year rate remained at 4.2%. The People's Bank of China opted to inject cash into the financial system through one-year loans to meet liquidity needs. The central bank faces constraints on further policy rate cuts due to pressures on the yuan and capital outflows. There is speculation on whether the reserve requirement ratio for banks will be cut before year-end. History shows Taiwan dollar can ride election sentiment swings. Bloomberg. The Taiwan dollar has historically strengthened in the months leading up to the country's elections, according to Bloomberg calculations. The Taiwan dollar has only weakened once in the 3 months before an election in the past 6 elections. Global investors are keeping a close eye on the election, which could be market disrupting, given Taiwan's status as a potential flashpoint between China and the US. Alibaba shock move casts fresh pall over China tech. Yahoo! Alibaba's decision to cancel the spin-off of its cloud division helped to provide investors with fresh reasons to sell China tech stocks. The firm's core business of selling goods online to Chinese customers recorded lower than expected sales amid the nation's sluggish recovery, while the trade spat with the US has hindered shifts to more cutting-edge technologies. A poll by Bank of America found that 75% of Asia fund managers expect the long-term derating of China stocks to continue, while a GAM investment management fund manager said many international investors are no longer looking at company fundamentals in the short term. Hong Kong's UGVest sees more demand for climate risk products, services. South China Morning Post. Hong Kong-based fintech firm UGVest has experienced a 350% YoY increase in demand for its climate risk analysis products and services from listed companies in Hong Kong and mainland China since May. The company uses global climate data, satellite data, and local inputs to determine climate risk, which includes flooding, water stress, and typhoons. Several listed companies are using the analysis to meet regulatory compliance requirements and to review the location of their assets in relation to climate hazards. Asian stocks set for mixed open as US rally stalls, markets wrap. Bloomberg. Asian stocks are set for a mixed open after a $2.7 trillion rally in US shares fueled by bets the Federal Reserve will end its hiking cycle fizzled out. The dollar edged higher against most major peers. Equity futures in Australia and Hong Kong pointed to gains in early Asia trading, while contracts in Japan and mainland China signaled losses. Bedbugs are least of Hong Kong's worries. SCMP opinion. Hong Kongers are panicking and buying insecticides after an unverified photo of a bedbug on an airport express train seat went viral. Bedbug infestations have been reported in various cities as travel resumes after COVID-19 restrictions are lifted. Officials have implemented preventive measures, such as deep cleaning trains and examining pest prevention measures at the airport. However, experts say it is impossible to completely eradicate bedbugs and that they are not as much of a public health threat as other disease-carrying pests. Authorities should prioritize addressing housing issues that contribute to bedbug infestations. Don't hamper Hong Kong's quest for equality with spurious restrictions. SCMP opinion. The Equal Opportunities Commission, EOC, in Hong Kong has been advised by the Department of Justice that it should not work on legal amendments to protect the LGBTQ community, as this goes beyond its legal remit. The EOC had been working on such amendments for over 18 months. The Commission's own lawyers agree with the advice. Instead, the EOC will focus on existing laws to see if they can be applied to protect LGBTQ individuals. The EOC has previously researched discrimination based on sexual orientation and has called for legislation on the matter. The Commission has also researched age discrimination and found strong public support for new laws to combat it. No laws have yet been passed. The EOC should be allowed to explore the development and expansion of Hong Kong's legal protection against discrimination, even if this requires a change in the law, argues the South China Morning Post. Hong Kong clinched T20I cricket trophy in last over thriller. South China Morning Post. Hong Kong's women's cricket team won the Hong Kong Women's T20I trophy in a dramatic final against Tanzania. Hong Kong chased down a target of 86 in the last over to seal the win. The home side looked to be cruising toward their target until Natasha Miles was dismissed for 27. Tight bowling from Tanzania put pressure on Hong Kong, but Mariam Bibi's slog for 4 in the penultimate over helped secure the victory. Player of the match, Mariko Hill, took 5 wickets for 2 runs to help bowl Tanzania out. The win serves as preparation for the Asia Cup qualifiers in May 2024. Brexit has boosted UK wages, say economist. Telegraph. Brexit has contributed to a boost in wage growth in the UK, according to economists. The crackdown on uncontrolled immigration from the EU has forced employers to pay higher wages for low-skilled roles previously filled by Europeans, leading to increased bargaining power for UK-based employees. The labor market is undergoing a structural change that is driving up wages, with reduced supply due to Brexit creating an imbalance that continues to fuel wage growth. Other factors contributing to strong wage growth include early retirement and an increase in long-term sickness following the COVID-19 pandemic. How Biden, Xi, and APEC brought hope to our troubled world. South China Morning Post. The Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) Forum has been praised for its role in promoting multilateral cooperation and facilitating trade agreements in the region. APEC, which operates through non-binding agreements, provides a platform for officials to discuss regional challenges and build trust, laying the foundation for more high-profile leaders' meetings. The forum has been instrumental in the creation of trade agreements such as the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, CPTPP, and the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, RCEP. APEC leaders have also expressed commitment to the rules-based multilateral trading system and restoring the dispute settlement system of the World Trade Organization, WTO. Tunjung makes badminton history for Indonesia in Japan. South China Morning Post. Gregoria Mariska Tunjung of Indonesia made history by winning the inaugural Kumamoto Masters Women's Final, defeating China's Chen Yufei. The victory marked Tunjung's second title on the Badminton World Tour and made her the first Indonesian women's singles player to win a Super Series or World Tour Super 500 or above title. In the men's final, world number 1 Victor Axelsen of Denmark won his first title since September, beating China's Shi Yuqi. Axelsen, however, said he was feeling tired and not thinking about the upcoming China Masters. How high rebates help Hong Kong developers lure homebuyers in a sluggish market. South China Morning Post. Hong Kong's sluggish residential market has led property agents to offer high rebates to clients in a bid to secure business. The rebates are a response to the persistently declining property sector, with total property transactions for 2023 expected to hit a 33-year low. Agents are using high rebates to increase their commissions in a highly competitive market. However, Hong Kong's antitrust watchdog is taking legal action against Midland Holdings, accusing it of fixing sales commissions. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Six, your resident observer from the 6 Degrees. Today's news brings us updates on digital banking in Indonesia, lending rates in China, election sentiment affecting the Taiwan dollar, and more. WeLab Ltd, backed by Li Ka-shing, is launching a digital bank in Indonesia, targeting the younger generation and solopreneurs. Meanwhile, Chinese banks maintain lending rates, and history shows the Taiwan dollar's election-related strength. On the other hand, Alibaba's decision affects China tech stocks, and UGVest sees increased demand for climate risk products in Hong Kong. Asian stocks are set for a mixed open after a US rally stalls, and Hong Kongers are panicking over bedbugs. The Equal Opportunities Commission faces restrictions, while the ASX is set for a bright start. Lastly, Hong Kong's women's cricket team clinches a thrilling T20I trophy. Now, let's dive deeper. WeLab's expansion reflects the growing digital banking trend in Asia, while Alibaba's move adds to concerns about China tech stocks. The Taiwan dollar's election-related strength is an interesting phenomenon, and the demand for climate risk analysis signals a growing focus on environmental concerns. The mixed open for Asian stocks reflects global market uncertainties, and the bedbug panic highlights how small issues can cause big worries. The EOC's restrictions and the Brexit-related wage growth in the UK reflect ongoing societal and political shifts. What are your thoughts on these developments? Do you see digital banking as the future, or are you concerned about the implications of Alibaba's decision? Share your insights and questions with me. That's all for today's news. Stay observant, stay informed, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.